Hey guys, how's it going? HM Government Food Parcel unboxing video number 12. As you can see, I've used my old football socks there to make a number 12 for you guys. As I have updated you over the last few weeks, guys, this will be one of the last videos that I'll be doing. This parcel actually didn't turn up until about 2 p.m. this afternoon. I actually was getting worried that we weren't going to get a food parcel this week, but I have been reassured that we will be getting these for at least another 2 weeks. So let's make the most of these videos as they come, and obviously I'll switch over to the ready steady cook videos, and I'm also hopefully going to be able to do a video on my first shop after the pandemic, etc., that I'll show you what I get and how my buying habits have changed since I've been doing these government food parcels. Right, to the video, guys, and I can tell you off the bat, we do have multiple alternative brands and different types of things this week. For those who were eagle-eyed, you would have noticed what I didn't notice last week, which was the fact that the red kidney beans replaced the onion last week. Shout out to my Scottish friends. Obviously, I've not posted that video at the time of this recording, but I presume that they would have noticed that by the time that this video goes up. So yeah, we got the bread, we've got the loo roll. Last week's episode was quite long, guys, so I'm going to try, not going to say I'm going to speed through this, as I always say, I'm just going to try and do this as quick as possible, because when I'm running into the 16-17 minutes, it is a little bit long. We have the everyday long grain Layala rice. Same pasta, shout out to the Eurocom. This is the pasta that has taken over since probably, what, week 8, week 9. We have the silver coffee again. Seems like this has become the norm as I click the screen there, try and get a better view of that. There you go, guys. We have that. Let's put that up there. And obviously, if you're watching last week's video, you will know that I had some different biscuits, etc. And we have got some returning items from last week, some items that we've had over the weeks, but not every week. And of course, one of them is the Viva semi-skimmed long life milk, and this is one of the alternatives that we've got, except this time this has a pull cap thing that some of the ones that I've had before haven't had. So that's quite useful that is, because I've had to be snipping the sides of them, like these bits here, to get into them. Right, where's the other one of that? Just there. We've got a returning item as well that I'm really pleased about, because I can do another ready steady cook with it, because it actually comes. There is one meal that we got in today's parcel that I couldn't have done before, so you know, you will get to see in this kind of a spoiler to what my next ready steady cook episode will be, and it will be a double episode where it features me testing 2 of the same items but different flavors, and obviously in front of people. I'll do it in front, so just stay with me and you'll see what that is, guys, later in the episode. We have if you watched last week's video and I mentioned the biscuits, let me just move back them. We've got the biscuits there, the custard creams. My son absolutely loves these. He calls them square cookies. So, you know, for your kids, you can start calling them square cookies if you like. We've got the sapsumas again. Mandarins, sorry, not sapsumas. These are mandarins from South Africa. South Africa's obviously a place that's quite big on fruit, because we keep getting the apples as well. Speaking of the apples, we have alternative apples that we have had before. And, well, no, we haven't had these ones before, because these are not Granny Smith apples. These, despite being green, are golden delicious apples. I had a feeling that we would start to get some alternative fruit, potatoes and stuff, because some of the fruit and stuff had started to go off. Obviously, month, 6-week cycle or whatever, 4 or 5 week cycle. I think they obviously started to check through some of the food on the day, and maybe the reason why some of these items were late today is because they are getting deliveries on a daily basis, so they have to change up the produce or whatever you would pronounce it. We have this time completely different, and these are smaller, so I don't know how these will turn out for mashed potato, but I'm still going to try. It says you can mash them. These are Gravity whitewash potatoes, which obviously whitewash potatoes pretty much speak for themselves, don't they, guys? Over the weeks, we've had Marquis, we've had, last week it was Coultra, we've had Maris Piper, there's been a few other brands of potatoes that we've had. I put them over there this week because I wanted to change it up a little bit. I decided before the video. But yeah, we've had different brands of potatoes or different styles of them. I don't know if the Gravity is the people who make the potatoes, like as in like the people who supply them to the government, because I know that Maris Piper is a brand and it's also like a specific type of potato. So I don't know, but I can tell you that so far every single potato that we've had that I've mashed has been able to be mashed, and it does say that you can mash those potatoes. They're obviously whitewash potatoes, washed white potatoes, so I presume that's what they are, that you know, you can mash those potatoes. To the tins, we have our first tin of the day, and it is one of the regular tins, and that is the Anna chopped tomatoes. They have been in and out of the food parcels over the weeks. Since week one, I think they may have been the first chopped tomatoes that I was given. Let me drop them a bit further back because you can't actually see them with the lighting, because I'm doing this still in the early evening times. Well, late afternoon, early evening times, because I didn't want to wait today, guys. Our second tin of the day is the Nice Fisherman's tuna that we get every single week. I believe that since maybe week 2 or week 3, we have had them items, that version of the item, should I say, because there was a different, we had some sandwich tuna at some point, and then since then it's been the Nice Fisherman. To complement the Nice Fisherman, we of course need our sauce. Not that we always have it together, but this time we have the return of the Dolmio sauce that people will know, brand name, etc. As I turn up the lighting there to make it a bit better for you guys. I probably should have done that earlier in the video. That has returned. Yeah, let's put that there so you can see it. Just sneak them around there, yep, so you can see them. OCD kicking in as usual, guys. We have once again the red kidney beans that we had last week. I'm going to leave them there for a second. For those, do not panic. For those people who are wondering, where are the whole grain traditional oats? As my voice and words are stumbling all over the place, they are there. We get them every week. I think since week 3 we've been getting them. We did originally get boxes of cereal, but they quickly ran out, and obviously how much cereal can you actually eat a week? Let's be honest. The usual baked beans, but not Heinz beans. In fact, sorry, I forgot to mention, obviously them tins do fit inside of each other. This tin does fit inside of that tin. We have the usual baked beans. That is why I left that tin there, by the way. They fit inside of each other. No dirty jokes intended. Second tin of beans, does it fit? Yes, it does. Nice, I like that. I do actually like when tins fit inside of each other. Just gonna drop them there, put them there. Yep, that seems fine to me. We have the return, shout out to my Scottish friends from last week. If you remember, the Scotch broth. I will be trying this as part of one of my Ready Steady Cook mini episodes, trying out the soups, trying out things like that. So stay tuned for those. They'll just be quick little 2 or 3 minute episodes where I cook it and put it in front of you, probably with some bread or whatever else. Shout out to Vesta, Sleep Time Brown. Shout out to all my Scottish Highland and people up north, further up north. Let me know if there's anything specifically that I can do with this. You know, if you've got any sort of recipes or ideas that I could do, you guys would have a much better understanding of Scotch broth than I ever would. So please feel free to let me know in the comments as I adjust these, because obviously I always forget you can't put, there you go, you can't put the fruit in the background because there has to be somewhere down here, so you end up getting to actually see it on there. we have the return of one of my favourite items. If you've been following along with these videos, guys, you will know that this is one of my favourite items, and that is the Fray Bentos cheese and onion pie. I was so chuffed when I seen the return of this. I cannot believe that these have returned. Thank you very much to the Fray Bentos Corporation. You have provided me with something every week except week 1. It was the Prince's Corporation that sent me ham. That I don't actually eat ham, but every single Fray Bentos, every single week Fray Bentos have sent something different or the same item. So I want to thank them and shout out to them all over the place once again. Do not be alarmed, my tea drinkers. We have, of course, tea bags. Let's place them further up there so that you can see them. We have the Thai food tea that has been here since probably week 3 or 4. Getting right to the end now. Sorry, I've got one more tin of Scotch broth that I need to put there. So let's put that there, yeah, so they tower above there, yeah, that's perfect. They can then go in front of them. That can then go there. No, there, yeah. Let's put that there, East End, yeah. Right, let's get to the pièce de résistance, which of course is the peach slices, but they are a different brand. This is La Doria, some Spanish sounding brand that they have provided us with peach slices, as you see there, guys. So yeah, thank you to the corporation, La Doria. And this week we have boiled peas, petit pois, instead of the onion. So I will be combining the cheese and onion Fray Bentos pie, the potatoes and the petit pois, and we will be making the Fray Bentos pie, potato, mashed pie and peas, along with, I'm going to also cook, because I've still got one left over, another Fray Bentos pie. My son's here, we'll have half and half each. I'll get some of his thoughts. Maybe he might not come on the camera, but I'll get some of his thoughts, etc. To the soaps and hand gels, we, of course, most weeks we have received these items, which is the Serene soap. And, of course, as I place them on there, the body washers. I don't know if I just called them hand sanitizers, hand gels, I normally do. But yeah, that's the full food parcel for this week, guys. Looking very, very nice. Some alternative brands as you look around, different styles, different versions of peas, apples, oranges, etc. We got peas in there. I'm all over the place today, aren't I, guys? I apologize, but I'm definitely not going to be doing this again, just because I feel like it needs to be authentic rather than manufactured. Some of the ones in the early, or maybe week 3, 4, 5, I started to try and do them a little bit too robotic, and I apologize for that. But yeah, we have what I always like. We have a picture from Tilly, age 9, from the Nottingham Depot. Tilly, once again, I said to last week's video, shout out to, I think his name was David. I'm not sure, that I can't remember. In fact, you know, I'm not even going to even be that thing. Just bear with me 1 second, guys, because I will try to locate for you the picture that we had last week, which I believe was from a David. Just bear with me a second, 1 second, guys. I've got the boxes around. What did I do with that picture? Did I put it up somewhere? That was the one from Daniel. I'll probably end up cutting this bit of the video out. Oh yeah, it was Zach, age 8, from Nottingham. Zach, age 8, from Nottingham. I want to shout out to you from last week, and I also want to shout out to Tilly, age 9, from Nottingham, and I want to say thank you very much for your lovely picture. Thank you, and the same applies to you as well. If your parents or any member of your family know who you are, they know that you were definitely the person who drew this picture. I promise you, if your parents get in contact with me through the comments of this video, or any member of your family, and they can provide evidence that you are the Tilly in this picture, I promise I will give you £5 British cash. But yeah, that's the food parcel for this week, guys. As I try to avoid the camera and put the picture up in this video, let me just pan that there so you can get to see that. As I bring that there, show you the table, try to avoid showing you my headset. Probably cut that out of the video like I said last week. Pan down. And there you go, guys. So you got a better view. Another long video. I apologise for the length, but that's what she said. No, I'm joking. Guys, I love you all, and I appreciate the fact that you watch my videos. Please like, share, subscribe, and as always, stay tuned for more.